Trese is a Netflix animated series based on the comic book series created by Budget Tan and Kaho Baldissimo of the same name. Trese was brought to the attention of Tanya Yusin of Base Entertainment after she was recommended it by someone because at that time she was interested in adapting a comic for a series, or film. The one that she read was the third issue, Trese, Mass Murders. She then sent the book to Shanti Harmain, who also works at Base Entertainment as a producer, and she also had a liking for it and was convinced that it needed to be made into an animated series. Budget Tan was then approached by Tanya to get his approval to adapt the comic into an animated series. For 8 years Tanya and Shanti tried to get Trese picked up by a production studio in the Philippines and overseas, and the perseverance finally paid off when it was picked up by Netflix. Netflix got Filipino-American Jay Oliva, who is known in the animation industry for his work on animations like Justice League Dark, Wonder Woman, and Legend of Korra, just to name a few, to turn Trese into an animated series. A month later Oliva got back to Netflix agreeing to take on the role of the director of the potential animated series. Oliva began working on the Trese series whilst on a flight from America to Manila after getting a copy of the Trese comics. The first season was adapted from the first 3 volumes of the comic that are not interconnected but standalones, so Oliva had to come up with ideas to maneuver the 3 volumes into one cohesive story arc whilst trying to write the series in a way that won't offend those that are fans of the comic and at the same time make it appealing to those that will come to know it through the animated series. In late 2018 at Netflix's See What's Next, Asia, a Netflix showcase held in Singapore, Trese was announced with Jay Oliva serving as executive producer and director, David Hartman, Mel Zwyer, and Tim Diver as directors, Zig Marasigan, Mick Vergara and Tanya Yusin as writers of the series. The art director of the series Jojo Aguilar would go to the streets of Manila to get inspiration for the background of the series and also met up with Kaho to get his input on the art direction of the show. On January of 2019 pre-production of Trese began and ended 1 year and 5 months later on March 2020, and post-production of the show came to an end on January 2021. The series was produced by Base Entertainment, and animated by Tiger Animation and Lex Plus Otis Animation. Trese was dubbed in 3 languages, namely, Filipino, English, and Japanese, with the English dub serving as the main dub that the Filipino dub would stem from. Trese Volume 2 Unreported Murders was released by Ablaze on March 20, 2021 as a part of the Free Comic Book Day solicit, and it was used to make the fans know that the Trese animated series is scheduled to be released in the summer of that year. Also the Avenida editions of Trese, Murder on Ballot Drive and Trese, Unreported Murders were used to promote the animated series on Netflix. They had a sticker on them that reads "Coming to Netflix." Trese was made a playable character in the mobile game Brawl Quest, giving her her own storyline somewhat based on Trese, Masquerade. A snippet of the series was shown in the Netflix anime lineup and then was released fully on April 4, 2021 on the NX on Netflix Twitter account. It was announced on the 19th of May 2021 by Netflix that Trese is scheduled to be released on the 11th of June. To promote the show, Trese was given multiple billboards in various locations in the Philippines, with the taglines, "You fear them. They fear her." A week after, the billboards were ruined and had graffiti sprayed all over them with the words, "This is our city," and on the title for Trese was written, "Layers," on both sides, forming the phrase, "Layers Trese Layers," which means begone, Trese, begone. In tabloids and newspapers in the Philippines such as Philippine Star, Trese was given its own fictional headlines for 2 days starting from June 11, 2021. In the Philippine Star issue, it featured a news report of the dead White Lady of Ballot Drive, along with an interview from the Filipino voice actor of the series Liza Soberano and an article on Trese written by Kate Hisetter. Outside the headquarters of the media company ABS-CBN Broadcasting Center, the logo was replaced with Trese's own media company logo ABCZNN. ABS-CBN's Eugenio Lopes Jr. Communications Center was also lit up with the Trese facade. Trese premiered officially in the United States on the 10th of June 2021 before making its worldwide debut the following day with 6 episodes. The series is set in Manila of the Philippines and follows the eponymous character Alexandra Trese as she solves crimes and protects the people from the mythical creatures that are living amongst them. The series showcases a lot of mythical creatures based on the Filipino folklore, such as the Tigbalang, Aswang, and Anuno sa Punso. The season ended on a huge cliffhanger, with Trese finding out that her father, Anton Trese, killed her twin sister Sinag because he feared what she would become and used her essence to make the kris that is the family's heirloom. We also discovered that Trese has other siblings that the show hasn't introduced as yet. Now, these are huge cliffhangers that will make the audience tune into the next season to see how they'll unfold. In the post-credits of the show, a new, I'd-say, potential villain was introduced, a Chinese vampire-like creature, Jiangxi, on the hunt for Trese. Trese ranked high in 19 countries in the Netflix's top 10 TV shows list. These countries are Philippines, which it ranked the highest of them all, reaching the number 1 spot on June 13, 2021, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Jamaica, Austria, Bangladesh, Bulgaria, Canada, Estonia, Germany, Kuwait, Lithuania, New Zealand, Nigeria, Oman, Serbia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and the United States. These are signs that the marketing of Trese worked. Netflix also acknowledged that Trese is really strong, and expressed that Trese could get multiple seasons if it keeps on getting positive reception. So I do believe that we'll be getting a second season for Trese, according to the website whennetflix.com. Season 2 for Trese is scheduled for next year, June 8, 2023, with 10 episodes, but I don't know how true that is, so we'll see what will happen. Okay guys, we've come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching.